here's your 2017 2500. I'm just gonna kind of go do a video for you. So walking around, there's some holes right here. It looks like they had tried to put this plug through there for warming up the oil pan. There's a hole there and then a hole over here. So I'm thinking that they probably put a light bar on this truck. This plastic piece right here, that if you get a new one of those, you can cover up like this big hole and this one right here. I'm not sure about these holes, but that's the front end. Walking around it, you've got, you can kind of see a scratch. It feels like you could probably actually buff that out. It does, like you can't even really feel it at all. It would just be a buff. So it comes along here on the passenger door, the back one, right there. You don't really notice it unless you're looking for it. There's a couple of scratches on the bed. Looks like someone maybe put something, like climbed up on the side of the truck, putting some tools or something in there. There's just some scratches there, some scratches right there. There's a little bit of a bend here to the bed, or to the tailgate, excuse me. There's a little bit of a dent there. There's a dent that's actually coming out right there. A little bit right here through this area. There's a dent here. Looks like that's just kind of pushed in a little bit. It's not too bad. A little bit of scratches right here on the back. A few dents. So it looks like it was used as maybe like a work truck or something. You can't quite see it, but there's a little bit of scratch. You can't tell if that's a scratch or if that's actual, just like dirt. There's a little bit of scratch right here, some scratching right here, a little bit right there. Some of this is ice and water. There's some scratch, a little scratch right there. That's just dirt. Coming on the inside, this right here, this is like, it feels like crayon. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I can scratch it off with my fingernail. The front driver's seat, my hand is pretty big size, like my hand's decent sized. Probably looking at about 4.5 inches right here. And I'm sure that we could pull that in a little bit and maybe sew it up or something. The rest of the interior looks really good. Let me just hop up here. The rest of the interior looks pretty good. I don't see any scratches or buffs or anything. Interior looks pretty good as well. Let's take a look at the back. I know that rear seat over here. This door, there's kind of a scratch right here. They must have folded their chair, this back seat up, maybe had tools back there. Maybe there's just a little bit of scratch through there. This is the all-weather mats underneath. The floor looks good. I don't think they'd even used the floor without it. And up front as well, you have that same WeatherTech floor mat. Sorry, it's kind of bright. But yeah, the carpet looks in amazing shape. This seat is really nice. There's just like some small things in the holes, which is always so fun to get out. There's a little bit of a wear there, maybe something. Can't feel if I can. Yeah, it looks like it just kind of cracked a little bit. Everything else though looks really good in the truck. It still smells new. This visor closes. There's a couple there's not scratches, but like almost looks like someone had dirt or something like that on their hands and just rubbed up against it. There's a couple holes here on the bed. It looks like they maybe had something. Sorry, you need to pay attention where the camera's looking. You have a hole here, a hole there. It looks like they had some kind of like a bracket or something like that on the back of the truck. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Maybe a couple scratches I've missed, but those are the biggest ones. Underneath, it looks really good actually. I don't see too much rust, if at all, besides the exhaust, which is normal. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'll send this to you. I'll put it up on my YouTube link. And there's a little bit of a scratch there. So I'm thinking that they probably did have some kind of like a bar here in the front. So there's a little bit of a scratch on the grill. It's nothing too bad unless you're up close. So I'll put this up online. Put it up online and you can take a look at it. And yeah, I will send this to you here in a couple minutes.